team that I pushed for the most, I was like, please get me here. Please get me here was, at the time, the Oakland Raiders, that now are Las Vegas Raiders. I dang near begged to go to the Raiders. I begged to go to the Raiders. And they sent in an offer. And the Rams it wasn't the exact offer that Jacksonville wanted.
With the NFL draft being just a couple of days away, the Las Vegas Raiders are preparing to absolutely hit a home run and draft a couple of not only day one starters, but guys that can change the culture of a football team, pairing those guys up with what they've already done in free agency. But a lot of people forget to realize that in the NFL draft, a lot of trades happen. You see a lot of people and players get traded for picks that maybe aren't valued as high. For example, you could see a starting cornerback go for a 5th round pick, just because at the time, those 5th round picks are very valuable to opposing teams who are looking to trade a player. And someone has just become available. Jalen Ramsey. Now, we could sit here and argue about whether or not Jalen Ramsey is a good player and whether or not he's a good fit for the Raiders. And I would sit here and say, yeah, right? You look at what John Spytek and what Pete Carroll wants to add to this football team in terms of a competitor, a guy that's going to approach practice the same every single day. This is Jalen Ramsey. Yes, he's 30 years old, but even last year, he was the 16th best corner in football in overall grade, 19th best pass rusher as a corner, 10th best run defender, right, and the 39th best cover corner. So this is a guy that adds so much versatility to your football team, and let's just say we go down the list. I mean, he's had some really good years. I mean, right here, 2nd best run support DB in football. You need someone like this that's not afraid to put his body on the line. And if they're able to trade, let's say, a 4th round pick for Jalen Ramsey, guys, I'm all in. And when you look at the roster, the way it's currently constructed, they need a corner. Yeah, you bring in Eric Stokes on a 1-year deal. I like the potential. Does fit in what Pete Carroll wants to do defensively. Jacorian Bennett, I love Jacorian Bennett, don't get me wrong. You also got DeCamerion Richardson as well. I think this guy is a prototypical Pete Carroll DB. I mean, Tariq Woolen, Devon Witherspoon. This guy has that type of potential. And then Darnell Holmes, you have Sam Webb, you have MJ. But if you bring in Jalen Ramsey to this football team, you're clearly a better football team. And if you have to give up a 4th round pick, I would do it every single day of the week. Now, when you look at some of their defensive stats last year, they weren't terrible, man. Ranked 13th in the NFL in yards allowed per carry, ranked 22nd in the NFL in sack percentage. Hopefully with Christian Wilkins being back and bringing Malcolm Kuntz back, he's going to be healthy. Hopefully they'll be able to get to the quarterback a little bit more, but they're also ranked 22 in interception percentage. Losing Nate Hobbs hurts, but adding a guy like Jalen Ramsey could fix something like that a ton. Now, on many platforms, Jalen Ramsey has the 2nd best odds to trade for All-Pro cornerback Jalen Ramsey. Yes, he is 30 years old, but a 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, and probably even a future Hall of Famer potentially. This dude would be a great fit. But more importantly, if you're able to secure someone like Jalen Ramsey, what it does is give you a lot of flexibility when it gets to the NFL draft. Now, before we get into potentially what's going to happen in this year's NFL draft, and maybe we can call this a little bit of a Raiders mock draft, right? Before we get into it, do me a favor and hit that like button, guys. It helps out so much, but more importantly, make sure you guys comment down below P2, okay? This will tell me that not only are you guys enjoying the videos, but you want more Raiders videos throughout the entirety of the draft process and the offseason, right? So I plan on posting a video for every single Raiders draft pick and a lot more. So if you want those videos, I need to see P2s in the comments. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe. Like I said, it's free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family, and we got you guys covered. Now, with that being said, let's kind of get into a little bit of a mock draft here. Now, we expect Cam Ward to go 1. I think Travis Hunter will go 2. Maybe Abdul Carter. 3 will, okay, Travis Hunter 3. That's realistic. Mason Graham 4. Okay, makes sense. I think they might go offensive lineman. Tyler Warren. Okay, I like that for them as well. Now, the Raiders on the clock at 6, okay? This is interesting because there is 3, 4 players I really, really like for this position. And now, actually, maybe even 5 because of how the draft played out. So, first of all, let's talk about Ashton Jeanty, okay? This guy is a generational running back, kind of like a Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley type of back that can just do everything, can make guys miss in the open field, and just welcomes contact. I love Ashton Jeanty. To be honest, he is one of my favorite players in this draft, and if there wasn't so much running back depth, I think this would be a guaranteed pick. Now, I think because there are so many running backs in this year's NFL draft, I think that they might go in a different direction. There's Ted McMillan, a wide receiver, day one starter, adds a lot of big playability. 50-50 balls or 70-30 balls for him. And again, you can't go wrong drafting a wide receiver, especially when they only have Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, and you have Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer, but he would be a really big pickup for them at 6 as well. Now, if you're able to get Jalen Ramsey, I think Jahdae Barron kind of goes off, or it wouldn't be one of their picks here, but this is a guy I really like. He is 5'11". He has a lot of big playability. I do like him a lot. I don't think he'll be their pick. Now, let's get into someone I really think they'll take, or could potentially take. Membo, dude. Absolute monster, okay? This dude is a freak of nature. 6'3", 314 pounds. Just amazing. Great footwork for a tackle. I think he could play either side. I think he's primarily going to be a right tackle, but he could be a puller. He could be a lead blocker. This is going to be someone that I think could be a generational offensive lineman, and I know how much John Spytek likes to take offensive linemen. However, Shore Sanders is still here, and he has a great relationship with Tom Brady. That could happen, right? I wouldn't rule it out. However, in this case scenario, I love Ashton Jeanty. I really, really do. I think he is generational. But when you look at the Raiders, I'm taking Membo. And the reason why I'm taking Membo here, let me turn this clock up faster so we can get through this pretty quickly and get back to our second round pick here. I want to show you guys exactly why I did this. So yes, now you get a day one starting offensive lineman. But we come back and now we have 2 guys here. Right now, I don't know if this is going to happen. We have 2 guys that played under Chip Kelly. Travion Henderson reminds me a ton of Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he can be one of those type of players. I also love Caleb Johnson. But in this specific case, I am going to take Travion Henderson. I think he is an absolute game changer of a back. You don't take one early in the first round. You get a game changer offensive line, and then you come back in the 3rd round. And there's still guys here that you absolutely love. Kyle Williams, Trey Harris. If you need a wide receiver, this is the time to take one. Now, I do like Jaden Higgins. He's gone. But for this specific pick, again, Isaiah Bond's still here if you want a fast, speedy guy. You already have Trey Tucker, so I don't think they go in that direction. But when you look at Trey Harris at 6'3", a big-bodied wide receiver that runs the routes really, really well, I would say he's got a lot of area of his game that he needs to improve on. His press man coverage needs to be a little bit better. But this is a guy I love. I also do like Kyle Williams a lot as well. Now, he's more of a, I guess he's a little bit undersized, but I like his game. I'm going to take Trey Harris. I like Trey Harris a lot. I think he's a big-time player. I think he could be a big-time fit for this Las Vegas Raiders team. And now you fit multiple holes. You got tackle, you got running back, you got wide receiver. Now, the only really thing that they could do here is probably add to getting to the quarterback if they wanted to. And look at that. There's a lot of guys here. You could double up and take Kyle Williams if you wanted, but there's a lot of guys here that are really interesting pass rushers. Ultimately, when I look at the board right now, let's see. What's that quarterback? Will Howard still there? Tyler Shuck still there? Quinn Ewers. I think they could take Quinn Ewers in the 4th round. So that's interesting. Do like Olu here. But I feel like the draft could go really well for them. Really well. Savion Jones, interesting player as well. I'd probably take Savion. Here. Add another edge rusher. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's take Savion. And now you got just a bunch of guys that have great potential. So let me know in the comment section what you guys would do with these picks. I mean, they could wait even longer. Kyle Williams still here. I might even double up. I really might. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. If you want a full Raiders mock draft, I was just trying to get through it. Let me just take Kyle Williams to end this thing. But let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family, turn on post notifications. They're going to give us an overall B. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next Raiders update. Peace.